A few months ago, I reviewed the Uno 2010s themed card game, part of Mattel's Uno Iconic series that commemorates Uno's 50th anniversary. But I didn't have the card decks for all the other decades until now. Each card game features designs inspired by its decade, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Before I show them all to you, click subscribe below to stay current on new games. The 70s card game is Groovy, representing the decade when Uno first launched. Its colors are yellow, blue, orange, and red, and each card's numbers and words are printed in a font typical of that time period. Moving on to the 80s, this deck has a black background and computer-inspired graphics to represent the decade when computers and video games started to impact our lives. 80s babies like me will think these fuchsia blue, red, and orange cards are totally tubular. The packaging for the 90s card game reminds me of the Saved by the Bell TV show intro. This deck utilizes pastel colors and a varsity font for those players who want to get jiggy with it. That brings me back to my 8th grade school dance. And the card deck for the 2000s features bold colors and graphics to represent the tech era and anyone who remembers the Y2K scare. Which of these decades is your favorite? Tell me in the comments. Gameplay is the same. Get rid of all your cards first by matching numbers, colors, or symbols. If you can't match a card from your hand to the top card on the discard pile, you must draw a card from the draw pile. Be strategic with how you play Draw 2, Reverse, Skip, Wild, and Wild Draw 4 action cards. And don't forget to yell Uno when you're down to your last card. Uno! Once a player has no cards left, the game is over and that player receives points for all the cards left in his opponent's hands. Keep playing until someone reaches 500 points. These games are for 2 to 10 players ages 7 and up. Here's why you'll want to play them. The pros are the themed graphics, it's the same classic gameplay, and they make nice collector's items. I don't really have any cons, so I give the Uno Iconic series 4.5 stars. To see more fun toy videos, follow us on TikTok at The Toy Authority.